Alright, everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry that it's been a while since I, done a lot of these videos, but, my life has been kind of crazy over the last 3 months, but things are gonna be a little bit better and stable for me going forward. I should have more time recording stuff going forward. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna start off by talking about the new stuff. We just got a new build for the month of June, and there's always like multiple new stuff this time around. But the main thing is we're gonna cover a couple cars and like 2 tracks. Otherwise, should not be that big of a build. There's a lot of behind the scenes kind of stuff, UI, and that kind of stuff. A bunch of tracks got updated, and go on. But this is like, for me, this is like one of the two big new pieces for this build. So this one is NASCAR Euro Series stock car, and it's basically kind of like a mix of generation sit NASCAR stock car and a late model. But this car actually runs on the road courses of Europe. So the idea of stock car racing on European road courses started off about 15 years ago and eventually became NASCAR Euro Series. And so this car is like the standard stock car for Euro Series. And it's supposed to handle the road courses very well. It's only about 400 horsepower, so it's not as strong or powerful as American stock cars and the top 3 national series. But it should be a lot of fun. It should be pretty easy to learn, but not too easy, if that makes sense. It's an easy car to drive, but a difficult car to master, that kind of stuff. So I had bought this car to soldier in Belgium because this is where, in real life, NASCAR Euro Series comes through for races, and they have been coming to here for several years now. So that's why I picked this track, and I had not tried out this car yet, so this is gonna be interesting. My thinking is this should be kind of like what it is to drive a late model car on the road courses. So let's see how this is gonna go. But yeah, it should be fun, hopefully. So I'm also kind of going forward, kind of changing up the UI a little bit with the race lap. I'm gonna start using more of iRacing UI going forward and less race lap stuff because it's just better for my computer power. I think race laps is just taking too much from my computer. It's like killing my computer with 5 to 10 frames per second every time I record a video. It's that bad with the race laps. The performance should not there anymore. For me to justify that. So, and it seemed like iRacing track map is amazing. So hopefully, we're gonna keep building up the UI stuff. But we're here to talk about the stock car, so we're gonna do that. Again, this is my first impression. I've never driven this car, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this is gonna go. I'm kind of feeling now. This track is always very tricky. Actually able to return the gas pretty nicely there. It's gonna be interesting to see how the braking's gonna be like. Don't want to overdo the braking or it's just gonna lock up. It's gonna lock up the tires. Really throw the car around here, but not too much. Kind of figuring out the breaking point here. This actually drives pretty well on the road course. This actually drives better than even NASCAR Next Generation core, the Cup core that we have here in America. It's not as strong, it's not as powerful, but it's just... Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna just screw up here. Let's not do that again. That was bad. Whoa, I'm gonna spin out. Alright, I wasn't expecting that. Well then, that was surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Let's try again. The braking's actually really good for a stock car. And you can kind of throw this car around. It's gonna be quite racy, I think. Very stable. Yeah, this drives amazing. Trying some engine braking. Let's see what we have this lap. That was good. That was really good. We turn it a little bit easier this time. Not get Whoa! Almost screwed up that corner. But now it's all weird with the angling. That could be better. That could be better. Get a little bit deeper with the braking. Not bad. A little bit edgy, but not that edgy. The braking's a lot better than I was expecting it to be. So that's a big plus. The braking's amazing. It's a stock car braking, but it's better than most stock car. Oh my gosh. Kind of got a little bit hot. That was a little bit hot. Alright, let's try again with this lap. Let's get in a good lap and call it done with this poor video. Alright, let's get a good lap. Lift a little bit so it's not going to snap around on me again. Too deep, too deep, too deep. I might do one more lap. Very edgy. This is a very edgy race course. Really relying on engine braking here. So damn shifting as much as I can when I'm braking straight. Let's do one more lap. This is what I was looking for. A lap like this. The braking performance is amazing. A little bit patchy, but it'll get the job done. Don't overdo this corner here. Straight braking is a big key with this core. Hell yeah, that was a good lap. I'm happy with that. Not perfect, but good lap. Alright, I'm gonna call it done here. So let's go back here. Yeah, so that was a lap. Here's my best lap. So what I like about this car is this is a class D race car. So class D with a car that's like a little bit friendly, but not like too easy, but pretty friendly for new people. I think this is gonna be a little bit more popular than people are thinking it will be. I think this could do pretty well, but hopefully that's the case. I would love to race this car over and over, but I think this is gonna do pretty well. People got to give it a chance, especially Europeans. But I think this is gonna do okay. It seemed pretty fun. It seemed pretty interesting. So yeah, well, I think I'm gonna try putting on, you know, this core and Marine is what I'm thinking about doing next for this core. See how it's gonna do in Marine, because we never really had anything with stock cores and Marine in the game yet. So racing with stock core and Marine is gonna be a new experience for me on iRacing, and I'm really curious to see how that's gonna work out for us. So I'm gonna load that one up next once this lap is over. So coming up to the end of a lap here. So gonna shut this video game. Just shut this down for now, and then load up the rain. So give me a second with this, okay? Clicking on test drive, turn on the weather, turn on the rain, turn on overcast, I'm sure. Yeah, so let's do this. See how this is gonna go. Imagine when I was driving the car in the dry. I'm not sure I had the right setup, but we'll give it a chance. We'll give this a chance. I'm sure this Zim's gonna yell at me for putting in rain. Not this Zim, the computer. My computer's kind of old. It's almost 7 years old now. It's ancient. I cannot believe it's still working this well, this late in my computer life. But here we are. We're already 75% loaded, so it's coming up shortly. But up to 87%, so give me a few minutes to really get this going with the rain. I think this is gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be interesting. So here we are. We got the rain. Kind of quite interesting. Let's see the info. I guess a broken sky kind of rain. It's interesting, but Jesus, I ain't want this. Leave this. So baseline, I'm wet. So let's do this. Alright. Sorry about that. So this on, and then let's try out the wet. I need to check one more thing. Do we have the rain, the wet? We do. Yeah, let's try. Let's give this a try. See how this is gonna go. My computer's gonna hate it, but it doesn't seem too terrible so far. But I don't think I'm able to do this with a race, you know, with other people with this computer. I'm pretty much gonna have to get a new computer in order to be able to do this in a race. Too bad for inflation. It's been bad in the last 3 or 4 years, so it's pretty much difficult for me to get new computer now. But I'll get around to it eventually. With that said, it feels pretty good so far. It's cold tires right now, but it feels pretty good actually right now. So kind of figuring this out in the wet. I don't think it's as sensitive between the dry and the wet as it is in other cars, because it's a bit freaking stock car. Oh my gosh, maybe it is. Well, that was not the best, but whatever. So I have to figure this out. It's a little bit slippery, but not terrible, so could be worse. It's gonna slide off, yeah. Well, now we know. Almost got a very heavy stock car stuck in the sand. There we go. Let's try again. Take it nice and easy at this lap. Figure out their car in the wet. I'm doing everything a little bit early. Kind of feathering the throttle through this corner. It's not turning very well in the chain, that's for damn sure. Kind of wrestling with the core here. So interesting. Really wheeling it now. Going them go early here. Whoa. We're wrestling with this right now. This is quite experience. This is quite experience right now, y'all. I'm sure tires are warmer now. Tires are warmer, so... should have been shifting a little bit better, but probably doesn't matter that much with this lap. Just try and get a good lap in. Trying to angle this better. Much better. Much better. Well, it's blowing a little bit, but it could be worse. That was intense. That was intense. That was not the best. I'm gonna do one more lap. I'm having fun with this, so I'm gonna do one more lap. A lot more grip on the outside. This. Trying to get off the rubber. Basically, getting off the rubber is what helping me get better grip. I'm trying to see if this is going to be the case here with the braking this corner. Getting off the rubber a little bit better. Yeah, that made a massive difference with the braking, being off the rubber. Especially here too, it's going to be a bit different. Being off the rubber. To remember that in the wet. Gosh, that's a big save. This is amazing. This is fun. I love this. This is an amazing lap. No. Kind of ruined the lap. Oh my god, that's so depressing. Well. Alright, well. we're gonna call it done here. It's already 25 minutes long, so you all got to see me kind of like scream around. So turn this off for a second. Sorry, it's not helping much. So I'm sure it's gonna be on piece of crap with the replay for this, with the rain and the graphics kind of being overloaded. So it's not gonna be the best, but it's actually could make for pretty good thumbnail right here. So I'm gonna say this, but yeah. Turn this off and let you all enjoying the lap. But yeah, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying that. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'm gonna keep reviewing all the new stuff for iRacing for this build. We'll be reviewing new scanner, gun, spec. And we'll be reviewing the new BMW. It will be reviewing the new NASCAR track in San Diego at the Navy base, which I'm not very confident will be working on my computer, but I have not tried that out yet. So we'll see how that's gonna go. But for now, I hope you're enjoying this. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Catch y'all later. Have a good one. I'm sorry, I'm kind of clapping. That's shit what I do. But yeah, I'm trying to do more of these videos again going forward. Now that whatever it was for me for the last 3 months is kind of over, you know.